Rumble 2 account. So what's this challenger's name?
The left team,
On the right team, right?
the right team is EU Beast.
Oh, Zala's Sinuno? That's number
Yes.
4. That's the number 4 player, a Rumble main.
Yeah, that's
See, I've
Rumble
been I've been
main.
hearing a lot about this, about the Rumble, the AP Rumble bot, and it's not really played much in NA, but I've heard it's a thing. And so this guy must be the person making it a thing. I want to see it. I'm excited.
Yeah. Maybe we see the Rumble ban, you know.
I would imagine that
Yeah,
they would ban a one trick, so we're not going to see it. But
pretty much.
Rumble ban Inc 100%. Yeah. Zala Sinuno. Is that Italian? I want to pretend that's Italian. Win, by the way. You know, I saw him in Willy the Whale videos, so I know a little bit about these teams.
Okay. Arvin plays a lot of Graves. I think that's like his signature champ or so.
Only
Yeah.
pussies ban Rumble on 3v3. Feels bad. I mean, I'm looking at like, what's his win rate? It's insanity. He has a ton of won games, like 80% win rate on hundreds of games. So I would maybe take that away from him.
All right.
Oh, and yeah, first ban the Rumble.
First ban Rumble. Feels bad.
No surprise there. Wait, did it not
Fine.
send
I'll just
over
be
the
over
ban?
here,
What the hell?
sharpening my feathers.
1 second, guys.
I shall endure.
Something didn't quite work there.
It's kind of lagging in client.
Think
Rumble
carefully.
ban, Zaya
Yeah,
ban,
it's not
Anivia
totally
ban.
declined right now.
Looks like they are banning out that AP player very heavily. Braum is taken away.
Let's have a look if it works now. Yeah, now it
Come
goes.
on, I won't hurt you.
And then
I
the
promise.
Very interesting.
Okay, then we had the Xayah ban.
An eye for an eye.
And the Kale ban. Okay.
Yeah, Kale
But
is
take it.
really often seen ban here.
Tested, it seems like.
Even after the Rage Blade nerfs. Oh, and the
So,
Yasuo
first
instant
pick.
lock-in.
That is very interesting. Okay, Poppy. Poppy's good into Yasuo. B.
Yeah.
Should pick AP here, right? Hide the hyper. I mean, I guess they don't have to do that. They can actually pick the
They
hyper
could
here, 'cause they
try
mentioned-
to counter pick, yeah.
Now, on an NA's experience, just from NA alone, like Darius is very good into
Oh, we
Yasuo.
see the Graves, yeah.
That you said that was his signature, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Makes sense. They're really putting it all on the line with that first pick, Yasuo. Orianna, okay. Picking a synergy team. The Alisar, okay, so they picked a team comp there. They drafted a team comp. I respect that. Let's see what the AP is for red team. Morgana.
Oh, the Morgana.
Now I understand that pick. You know, they're trying to shut down the Yasuo ult on probably Graves. But
Yeah.
it seems weird to put your highly technically skilled AP player on Morgana, but you know, maybe that'll pay off for him.
Maybe he just doesn't like feel like playing something else now that his Rumble got banned, you know. He's sad.
Yeah, Rumble and Anivia. That was his second post was Anivia, so they literally just went down that guy's roster and banned him out. So
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, it's really hard to evaluate because the Yasuo team is just 100% all in on that combo. And Poppy Graves Morgana is a little bit more well-rounded, I think, but I don't know. They're both team comps very reliant on the other members of their team, I think is the way to put it. So we'll see how this goes.
This time we have like no
So you-
surprises from the summoners or anything. Pretty basic exhaust and ignite
Yeah, this
from
is
both
really standard.
supports.
Ignite, exhaust, support. Yeah.
Both bot
Ignite
laners run
flash.
ignite for now. Yeah. Nothing too special.
Anything in particular special to note in the matchup? Poppy can potentially, like, you know, one of the strengths of Poppy, of course, is ulting away someone important and then starting a fight with her team. Maybe Morgana lands up binding, Poppy ults someone else kind of thing. But they have a Yasuo who shuts that strategy down a little bit.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting. You know what? Alistar support is not played at all in NA. Like, it is just not picked. So it's tougher for me to evaluate. I think Alistar's pretty one-dimensional. His ult doesn't really do a whole lot for his team.
Yeah.
So it's definitely just all in on that strategy, I feel like.
Especially with the Morgana Black Shield and the Poppy W, they can shut down the Alistar engage a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Poppy W blocks the Alistar W, so he can't just headbutt in.
Yeah, so he is shut down by
yeah.
Poppy W, right?
Yeah.
In and out. It can go
Exactly
either way.
that too. Well, ult not ult, but the E.
Not the ult, but
Yeah.
the E, yeah.
Exactly. I'm really looking forward to the first clear if any of the teams does the level 2 cheese or strat with the support. Like where the support
What's that?
takes you often see it now. At least I also do it often. That the support takes both small waves and the big wolf.
And the big wolf.
Yes, that ends up that the hyper is like I think 1 or 2 melee minions away from level 3,
And the support's level
and the support from level 2. So they can more or less instant go in, especially with a Poppy or an Alistar, which have insane level 2 abilities. That could
That's
be really interesting.
The thing is, I'm not sure that Alistar Yasuo's level 2 engage beats Poppy Graves.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
might, but Poppy Graves is really strong early. Particularly with, like, you know, looking for stuns on Yasuo with the E, and then Graves being a little more mobile and having a lot of, you know, melee range damage.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What about this bot lane? Orianna versus Morgana? It's pretty safe, right?
Yeah,
probably
I
pretty hard
guess
for her.
I guess the Morgana shouldn't die if she doesn't make any big mistakes. But the Orianna is probably gonna have the pushing advantage. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not really too
At
sure
least
about
early,
that.
right? Because Morgana, if she wants to put like 3 points in her W, usually she just evaporates a wave. But early on, her push is actually kind of bad with a long cooldown W that doesn't do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But interesting to see. I'm really curious to see runes at this point.
I mean, I think the Graves is gonna take Fleet Footwork.
And probably Conqueror Yasuo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Conqueror
That's like the
Yasuo,
basics.
Airy Orianna, Airy on both, Airy Inspiration on both APs, Conqueror Resolve versus Fleet Footwork, Sorcery. That's actually interesting. Sorcery Graves. You would have expected Domination or Resolve, right? And then
Yeah.
Alistar goes Aftershock Inspiration, and Poppy goes Aftershock Domination. Very cool.
None of the bot laners go the safe route.
Yeah. I like Inspiration's the way to go, I think. Stopwatch
Yeah.
is super valuable.
Okay.
But interestingly enough, only the Morgana takes stopwatch, so the Orianna does not. Probably looking at like 5% CDR and boots.
Most
I would
likely, yeah.
imagine.
So Yasuo starts with the Doran's Blade and Graves with the Longsword. I guess in this matchup it's really fine because Graves is more of the bully here and safer, so he can start with the Longsword.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine taking 80 extra health on Graves is still a good idea,
Yeah.
just because like their engage is so like single-minded with the ignite idea. You know, just like, WQ on Alistar ignite and let the Yasuo clean up. But who knows? knows? You know, it lets them clear the build a little faster.
He actually went with 3 health potions and not the refillable potion.
And not the refill. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. That's good. That's gonna give him a lot more, I guess, like sustain if he wants to use all the potions as opposed to just the 2 slightly weaker ones.
Yeah.
A little bit of action bot lane.
Yeah,
Area's
just
going
trading there, yeah. So Poppy got one of the small ones, I think by mistake. Yasuo got all 3 ones, so I guess there's not gonna be any cheeses. Actually, Poppy.
Poppy's
yeah.
taking smalls. Yeah, Poppy
Yeah.
took smalls there.
So she might just take the golem small too. That means the Graves has level 3, but Poppy still has the level advantage. Actually, Alistar also took the small wolves.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Poppy should have 2 here with the shares though,
Yeah.
easily.
So Poppy's gonna have the level 2 earlier than 1 more minion and she has level 2. There we go. But the Alistar is not... well, yeah, he is far away, half the health, because the whole wave is still there. But should be fine.
Now, if the Graves and the Poppy can keep up this pressure that they have, shoving him in, they can invade at the 230 with per altar and health relic.
Yeah.
Kind of depends on Morgana though. The bot lane looks relatively even. A lot of pressure going out into Morgana though.
I guess it's gonna depend who will be able to get the health relic in the bot lane.
Yeah, that's gonna be. So right now I would go down and secure it because it looks like red team is doing that. Good.
Yeah.
We're seeing some good rotations and teamwork. So now Orianna has to back off because their top lane is behind.
Oh, and we have a pause.
Hopefully it's to stop Graves from getting health relic. He is inches away from that hitbox.
Bot laner DC GG. Hyper took my health relic. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's just gone. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, both bot laners used up their potion. So once Morgana gets the health relic, she gonna have a slight advantage there.
Yeah. And even though her shove is a little weaker early, she still managed to take it to turret.
That's
I think
true.
that Orianna was more focused on poking, is why.
Yeah. I can't even scroll around, that's sad.
They said they're ready.
Uh,
I think.
Yeah, 2:30. We're gonna have to wait a bit though, I guess. Depends on how long the pause was, because we have to delay, you know.
That's true. Well, what to say about this game so far?
I mean, in top lane, the Poppy Graves have the pressure, which was sort of to be expected. Bot lane, yeah, is pretty much even. Morgana is gonna get the health relic now because of the top lane. So there's
players
really not
resuming.
that much to say there yet. Yeah, nice. Oh, he took
And
it! He
Graves
took
does get
it!
the health relic. Morgana walks up for it and has to do a loop. The walk of shame.
That's
Graves
like...
needed that 25 mana. Fight starting out. Interesting, they're keeping the Poppy away from the fight. Poppy ease the Yasuo.
Yeah, Yasuo gets
Looks
a bit
like
low.
pretty much, yeah, looks like pretty much just a benefit for the Graves team.
Bot lane is pretty much the same still, so I guess they can just freely invade there, take the farm, the camps.
Yeah, Morgana has a very slight lead, it looks like. So,
Even without the health relic.
yeah,
Well, she has built-in sustain with her passive,
exactly. Yeah.
so that's not that bad.
Her mana's a little healthier too. Usually, if Morgana's always going to be a little healthier because of that, but her mana's also pretty healthy. So I think she's doing a good job in that lane. Orianna's a bully. Both relics or both altars going to red team. If Morgana wanted, she could stay because health relic's about to spawn.
Yeah.
But
She doesn't really have to. If she could buy a blasting wand, which is like nice item to have there, and refillable. So definitely a good timing to go back there.
A little bit down on farm, but she had to hard shove for priority, so sometimes you lose farm when you do that.
Yeah. Oriana actually went for 2 amplifying tomes. So
Ooh.
Morgana has is more like the same AP, but she has to be fillable with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that is an interesting choice. The Oriana also didn't go for potions. She's trying to rush the lost chapter, I suppose.
Yeah.
Poppy looking for a gank, maybe. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Graves is level 6 already. Yasuo still misses a little
Yasuo
bit.
10 farm behind. I missed that. Did they take camps? Maybe they took like wolves or something, right?
They took wolves, yeah.
Yeah.
And I
That's a
think he
big deal, though.
missed quite a few CS under the tower because they pressured them down there.
Now they are split with their support, so if they wanted to, they could maybe go down here.
Yeah,
Poppy's gonna link
he's
up.
already running.
Yeah, Poppy didn't. If Poppy had gone down, I think they would have gotten wolves.
Yeah.
But they couldn't.
Morgana
That's what's
just
happening.
got level 6 too. Oriana is still level 5 there.
Ariana down in health and mana.
She's gonna
just
get
down
level
health.
6 with this wave though, so.
Mhm.
But they are invading or looking to
Yeah,
maybe
three-
catch
three
someone there.
manas here. Very dangerous. If a Q is landed, that's a kill at this point.
Yeah.
Especially on a level 4 Alistar.
Let's have a look at the gold. Graves is enough to finish his jungle item. Yasuo
About
still
500
needs quite some gold for anything. He can buy a seal, but that's it.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how he handles jungle item this game.
Usually, what I often see is that they just like take a third or so and just go for the tanky one.
Yeah, they get
Cinderhawk.
I think Cinder is the best. You see
Yeah.
a lot of like Blood Razor and stuff with people who are inexperienced. It just doesn't seem very good.
You just don't really need it. You have so much DPS there, and if
Yeah.
the Cinderhawk just gives you so much survivability.
Now, my initial thought is that Yasuo's kit is pretty well designed to deal with Graves, other than the fact that Graves has a lot of like melee damage, basically,
Yeah.
with the shotgun. But the Yasuo win wall is super valuable here, so kind of curious to see how this turns out. Graves
And
farming
he
very
actually went for the Blood Razor. That's really interesting.
well. Wow.
First item, Blood
Just
Razor.
I called it inexperience. It is going to help with some early attack speed
Yeah.
for his Qs, so. We see the boots rushed on Morgana. That's going to really help her with not just roams, but also like fighting the Oriana, because she can ult and then just
Yeah.
stay on her.
That's true.
So, interesting.
She also
You'll
caught
notice
up
where-
in farm there, if she doesn't miss too many here.
She gets,
Yeah.
okay. She basically catches up in farm.
Graves is still ahead to 10 CS there.
That is a lot of raw AP on the Oriana.
Yeah. So Graves has his jungle item and clove armor and a dagger, okay. Wonder what he's gonna build with the dagger.
I'm curious too.
I guess he
think
could
tip-
go Storm Razor second item.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about Storm Razors.
Yeah.
There's also Phantom Dancer was the old school build. You know, the like triple AD or whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. They're contesting the altar, it looks like. Or Alistar and Yasuo splits. Oh, was the
Okay.
game frozen for you?
So what?
Was the game frozen for you?
No, it still works for me.
Oh, it's frozen for me.
Okay.
Feels bad. Alright, I'm gonna reload. NA internet, I guess.
Worst case, you're gonna have to spectate it over op.gg.
Yeah, that's...
Because I'm
that's
not
what
sure
I'm
if you
doing.
can join it afterwards, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's a custom game. Oh,
Oh.
Morgana ulted there, but oh, really sick Oriana ult there. And the stopwatch came up. So we had first blood. Graves got the kill on Oriana.
Oh, okay.
We had a nice Orianna ult. She nearly got a kill back, but Morgana used her stopwatch, which saved her life.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Very, very valuable stopwatch there for sure. I am in loading screen, but they're all at
Okay.
0%. I don't know if that's what you were talking about with it not loading in. Oh no, okay, we're back in.
Nice, nice.
Feels bad.
Missing the first kill.
Yeah, I know, right?
So Graves is
You're
about
also
like
sleeping.
600 gold ahead right now.
Yeah, that's a. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
lot. 1900 in the bank.
Gonna be interesting to see what he's gonna build there. If he's gonna go for boots. I guess he wants ninjas.
Looks like tabbies. It looks
Yeah.
like tabbies probably. Yeah.
I mean, it would make the most sense. I mean, they have a lot of CC, but against the Yasuo, the auto attack reduction is really good.
I think I kind of like the Phantom Dancer route and just
Yeah.
try to go to the point where you can kind of out tank. But it looks
Okay,
like
yeah.
he's just gonna go Black Cleaver. He's just gonna say, just go Black Cleaver. That's fine. That's the tankier Graves build.
Which is probably good too, because just like slowly bursting them down there. Well, not
Yeah.
bursting, but like damaging them down also.
They might be looking for 3-man invade here. Orianna staying when she realized she can't buy Ludens.
Yeah,
Magical footwear is
Orianna went
finished.
for the boots, yeah. She just got them. Alistair got them too. Poppy doesn't have
Oh.
them, because she went domination.
Extra 300 gold feels bad.
And top lane tower is gonna fall there too. Yasuo got a seal item now. Or a seal rather.
Yeah.
So even more attack
So
speed.
he's probably just gonna go Phantom Dancer. I'm curious if he's gonna go straight IE, because if his build path right now is Phantom Dancer IE, he is gonna be so squishy.
Yeah.
He's gonna have 0 defensive stats. He's gonna have to rely entirely on Phantom Dancer, passive, and Red Smite to live through Graves.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Might rely
Alistar's
on the
doesn't have
Orianna
a ton
too
of
there.
heal.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really relying on their combo is like offense and defense. It's like a sword and shield. They need if they pull off their combo, they're not going to be taking a lot of damage because they're just going to kill the enemy team. But Morgana really shuts down the consistency of that. Poppy shuts down the consistency of that. Graves is a mobile hyper. So we'll see how it goes. I do think maybe at this point I feel comfortable saying that Red Team's draft is like stronger. At least it looks stronger. We'll see.
I mean, if we get to the very, very late game, Yasuo should be stronger.
Yeah.
But that's like a tough way until we get there for the blue team.
Right.
Poppy
I usually
actually
advise
got the
people-
Bramble Vest second item.
Wow, that's crazy. Why Bramble? As a support, like, okay, so now Yasuo just like, if he wants to, can just not auto the Poppy.
I guess it might not be that easy because the Yasuo Q
Big Q.
and
Yeah.
maybe the ult or anything. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely interesting to see that.
That's at least usually the justification for not getting Bramble on the support
Yeah.
instead of Executioners. Like, if one of our people do that, it's because you can just like be selective with who you auto attack as an enemy hyper. Phantom Dancer completed. So I think the bot, the total bot gold on Yasuo is more than the Graves' bot gold right now. So
Yeah, true.
they have to be concerned about that in the fight.
Or
Orianna once
Orianna
again
has.
look at that pathing she has to go through to be safe, because they could be in the brush. That is such an intense pathing.
She has her Ludens at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. Morgana has a
300 gold
big
behind.
level advantage too. She's gonna have like level 11 earlier.
I think it's basically the assist is why,
Yeah.
or Morgana's ahead on gold. Interesting. They are going for their Wombo, if I've ever seen a Wombo attempt.
They pinked Orianna though. They know that she's missing.
Yeah, they
And she's
know
top.
there.
And Alistair
Yeah, I
just
mean,
healed her.
Alistar just
I
killed
mean,
her.
it's like one of the worst things as a support. If you have a support that has like that, or like
Or
the
Targon,
Targons or anything, you know, that's yeah.
So cheesy. We haven't talked about turrets much at all. Both turrets are pretty low. Bot lane, obviously one is gone top lane.
There wasn't really much focus on the bot lane towers yet. Was
2k
mostly,
gold lead for red team. That's pretty significant. It looks like the 2k gold lead is in hyper, 500 in support, and about the remaining like 300 or so.
And Graves has 2.5k gold right now.
In the
He was
bank.
not
Yeah, he needs to
back, yeah.
Get that black cleaver. So this is why you want to pressure. Like, look at this. They're gonna be looking for this Morgana, even though she has E. But she flashes. She has E up, fam. I don't understand.
And then, what?
And then walks back in
What?
ults. That's a lot.
Probably got tilted by herself.
Yasuo
Oh,
does flash
really
to
nice
guarantee the
knock
kill,
up there.
and then comes back in with the ult. Very well played by Yasuo.
And
Poppy
a
does
nice
get the
pop
ult away,
build.
but that's just a net kill. They don't get any revenge for the Morgana's death.
That was I don't know, questionable play from the Morgana there.
Yeah, because of the flash out and then the back.
Exactly.
I mean, if you're gonna just say like, because the thing about Black Shield, right, is that it doesn't stop the Alistar from getting to you. Like, it stops
Exactly.
the knockup, but Alistar's still on top of you. So if you're gonna flash it, you're saying I don't want the Alistar there. I understand that. I think maybe it's a little too passive, but if you're gonna do the flash out play, then you need to not walk back in with ult.
Yeah, I guess the call from like Poppy and Graves came that they gonna turn or anything, because they were walking down then.
They were there,
But
yeah.
it wasn't the best call because Graves had to back. I mean, Graves has a cleaver and a seal now instead of the phage. Basically has a full either more. And that fight could have gone way differently.
Yeah, Graves's buying was definitely suboptimal there, I think.
Yasuo has a BF sword now. One more to go. So he's definitely gonna go for the IH.
The Infinity Edge. Yeah, man, that is gonna be squishy. It looks like he's going Merc Treads for, the Poppy and the Morgana, but he is gonna be taking so much damage from the Graves when the Graves, finally gets his build in place. I'm curious what Graves is gonna go after Phantom Dancer. If it's gonna be like Infinity Edge, or if it's gonna be the more traditional Death Dance.
Yeah.
Curious. All right.
Oh.
Grouping up. Yasuo has ults. Looks for Graves, misses.
There
Binding
comes the
lands
binding.
on Alistar. Alistar is rushing the Zeeks.
Yeah. I guess they just
Poppy rushing
kinda
the
really
Cornell.
need to burst people down because Yasuo is just like really squishy at this point, so they can't go for the fully extended trades.
Right. Looks like they get this turret here.
Oh. Nice Poppy.
Yep. The Black Shield does come down. Graves, Yasuo has no health. He basically didn't even take that much damage from anyone. Like, it was just like Graves, a little bit of Graves burst and Poppy, and he's down to 50% health.
He had a knock up on the Graves there.
Oh, that is the ult onto the Graves. The Graves walks right into Alistar.
Ooh, nice.
Follow up, they kill the Poppy. That is really well played. That
Graves was
very
too
well
far
played.
forward there, just walking into the Alistar more or less.
And they knew that Morgana Black Shield was down. They have to play around that cooldown, a lot.
Yeah.
That's a very important cooldown.
That's a kill for Yasuo, that's nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big deal.
He's 1.4k now, so probably gonna try to get some more out of this.
I mean, that gold lead we talked about on the
They're
Hyper
actually
was
going for
1,000.
a while more.
It's now 100 gold.
Yeah.
That is
This is actually a really good call here to go for the Valmor.
Blood Razor really allows you a lot of extra damage with your autos and Qs versus Vile, so. That being said, you can only keep the Morgana out for so long. That looks like a... No,
Dead Morgana.
Wind walls the Q.
Oh.
Morgana does not have her ult. Oh, I didn't see that she didn't have ult. Oh, that's bad.
Boy. Morgana used
That is
Ignite,
really bad.
Alistar used both summoners too. But they got the Spider and the kill, so... That's just another
Man, I feel-
delayed death from the red team there.
This game has swung 4k gold. Because now the blue team's almost up 2,000.
And Yasuo just finished his IH.
Yeah, that wow, voice crack. Yeah, that's a big deal.
I mean, Graves has the PD done, but yeah. It's gonna be really
Yeah,
interesting how the next fight
that's
is.
not equivalent. Exactly, that's not equivalent to the spike of 100% crit that Yasuo just got.
Well, he had the 100% crit before, I think.
Does it? Well, he doubles his crit, right? And then Infinity Edge causes him to double the
Yeah.
double. I think he
Yeah,
has
true,
to have
true,
the
true.
zeal.
Yeah. True.
So that is his spike. That being said, the Infinity Edge doesn't really... Like, the true damage effect of the Infinity Edge isn't going to do that much.
Yeah, that's true. But it's, I guess, just mainly for his constantly crit auto attacks, and once he get the ult and the passive from the ult out, it's gonna deal so
Right.
much damage.
Morgana getting Woodless is going to be a really big deal, because that's going to allow her to position very aggressively and even engage. She can't do that without it. Oriana's very strong, though. Looks like Merlo's almost completed on her.
The
You know
one
what?
thing is, though, we have summoners up on the red side, like we have Exhaust and Ignite up there.
That's true. Support summoners.
But I don't think they will try to go for anything here. Out of two, it's just gonna fall.
Yeah. The Vama. Lead expands to 2,000 gold. Binding misses. Looks like they're going to pick up that second bot turret.
Just maximize what you can get out of that Valmo.
I am not sure what Poppy is building at this point. I mean, it's clear she just has Bramble for Bramble,
Yeah.
and I don't know what the... If that's like a Merc Treads plus Knight's Vow kind of thing, or...
I don't see why she would go for Mercrets though. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. Sort of a waste. Oh. They get Alistair really low here.
Yeah,
He still has his ultimate, but...
he's a tanky cow.
Nothing more happening right now. Wildmore is gonna run out soon too. They got all the outer turrets with it
Yeah.
though, which is good.
And the jungle. They got at least 2 camps, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I didn't see if they got golems. So, they got a lot. They got a lot from the jungle. That being said, what's the gold difference on... So, okay, Yasuo's ahead, but it's because it kills. He's
Yeah.
actually down on farm still.
It's like 300 to 400 gold difference, something like that. Bot
But
lane
look,
is...
look what's about to be
oh.
spent on blue team. Blue team's spending, you know, roughly 3k gold right now.
That's pretty
a big
big,
deal.
yeah.
Yeah, look at their total golds right now. They have like none.
Most of the total gold, like most of the gold advantage on the blue team is actually on the Orianna.
Yeah,
She's
yeah, you're
2k,
right. Almost
nearly
2K.
2k ahead.
Only 600 on the Graves. So they're looking to cheese here, which I think is probably smart. But let's see. Oh, she's looking for it.
Oh.
But again, this is the situation. This is that situation we talked about where they press the go button, but
Oh boy.
you can press that go button, but the enemy, yeah, your duo can't follow up.
Morgana does not have Wooglets. So
Yeah, just
her
can't.
going in first there is definitely not what you want to have.
I mean, the thing is, like, I can totally understand what the comms are like for that. So it looks a lot worse than it is, because she has to make this decision to, like, because they're split 2-1 basically against
Yeah.
a 3-man squad. So you have to play it a certain way to, like, where you engage for your team to follow up. But I think it's much safer for the Morgana just to group with their team as 3.
Exactly.
Maybe
Oh,
they're scared
oh.
of this combo.
They actually...
This combo right
yeah.
here. Poppy ult misses. Yasuo's at full health. Graves has to walk away.
Oh, look at that burst.
Yeah. This looks like it could be game 1. Well, it's best of 1, right? This is sad because this is like a finals quality game right here.
Don't think they're gonna go for the end there.
They're
but
not gonna go for it.
yeah.
Okay. 4k gold lead. They can just back away, clear jungle, get altar.
Exactly.
I don't know what Wild timer is, but it's probably like a minute and a half or so.
We can have a quick look there. 24.
Oh, wow.
24/7 is when Valmo is gonna spawn. So
Gotcha.
about 1 minute.
Looks like Bloodthirster being pushed for Graves. It's tough because he's very strong. He's just getting hit by the combo in every fight, basically. Morgana's almost the full item behind at this point, though. Oriana's gonna sell Adorn's ring and probably pick up an easily large rod. At which point she will just literally be an item ahead of the Oriana. I'm sorry, of the
Yeah.
Morgana. You're completely right about the differences. The difference is the AP gold. Morgana is effectively a support at this point. and she's supporting a Graves who does not have the highest damage output in these fights.
So Valm is spawning. They're probably gonna just burn through it, yeah.
Yeah.
Graves is walking up. He has to be really careful here. Morgana is not... Oh!
Oh, and then he does land the ult. Morgana's not there.
Ooh.
Graves super low gets obliterated.
Yeah, that's...
Absolutely gets obliterated.
That must be the GG there.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't know the exact timer.
Yeah,
actually,
you're right.
actually no, they had to know. Morgana was in there. She died when they did the first Valmor.
Oh, that's right.
So they had to
time.
know the timer.
Yeah, but I mean, so then I think the call there, it's not wrong. Morgana's probably correct that you don't want to go for it. You kind of have to leave it. But they lose if it's one of those things where they lose if they give it up. They lose if they go for it.
Yeah.
So just turning up red.
So
Good job though. That was really well played by blue team.
yes, and the winners of
believe
the
in their
first two tournaments actually
Get knocked out. It's really
fell
sad
there.
because it's best of ones, and you know, I think that could easily be a final quality game.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, they didn't get fully knocked out yet. This was already semis. So yeah.
How does that work? I should probably know this.
Well, this was semis, so we have a third place game. And
Gotcha,
then
gotcha.
we have the finals, yeah.
Okay, so
But we're
how
gonna
does
we're
that
gonna
work?
look at the other semi game in like a few minutes. We're just gonna take a quick look at the stats and then we can spectate the next semi game.
Gotcha. Okay, so has this next semi game already happened? Like,
No. They just invited us there, so
oh, okay,
it's
perfect.
gonna be starting nowish.
So Akila's fanboy, the Yasuo Alistar team, they made it into finals. Very cool.